Now in this question we will be seeing prove that 2 plus root 5 is an irrational number. So we need to prove that this particular number is an irrational number. So here to prove this we will be using contradiction method. Contradiction method. Okay, so contradiction method is what we will be using. So first what we will do, we will say that we will assume. Now in this contradiction method means what? We have to prove that this particular number is an irrational number. But contradiction method means we will start with an opposite assumption. Means we will start proving this particular number, saying that it is an rational number, and while solving in between we will see that something is going wrong, and because something is going wrong with our assumption of this number is an rational number, so because something is going wrong, then it cannot be a rational number, and hence it this particular number is a irrational number. So like this we will be proving, and if we want to prove something like this, then that particular method is called as contradiction method. Okay, now so we will start with our assumption, saying that assume 2 plus root 5 is a rational number. Okay, for time being we will assume that it is a rational number. Okay, and then at the end we will prove that it is a irrational. So assume 2 plus root 5 is a rational number. Now if we are saying that 2 plus root 5 is a rational number, then it means we can write this in the form p divided by q, because any rational number can be shown in a fractional form where there is a numerator divided by denominator, right? Because only rational numbers can be shown in fractional form. If it is a irrational number, then it cannot be shown in a fractional form. Okay, so where where p and q are real numbers are real numbers and q is not equal to 0, because in denominator there cannot be 0. So for it to say that it is a a rational number, so q denominator cannot be 0, so q cannot be 0. So this is our standard way of writing is. So then what we can do is we can now say that I will transfer this 2 to the other side now. Okay, so what I will do is I will keep root 5 here only. Okay, and p divided by q also as it is, but now this 2 I am sending to the other side. It is with plus with this root 5. When this will go to the other side, it will become minus 2, right? Now we will take LCM here. Okay, we will take LCM p upon q minus 2. So we will, nothing is there here means now we have to take LCM. So root 5 is equal to p minus here nothing is there means q has to come here, so it will become 2q, the whole thing divided by q it will become, right? Now if you see here, we are saying that root 5 is equal with p minus 2q upon q. So now we, by looking at this p minus 2q upon q, we can say that p minus 2q upon q is a rational number, because it is, there is something denominator numerator divided by denominator. So if we have anything wherein there is a numerator divided by denominator, it is always a rational number. So I am saying that this particular right hand side part is a rational number. And now when I am saying it like this, that this particular part is a rational number, this particular part is standing with in equivalence with root 5. So is equal to root 5. It means that root 5 is also a rational number. because it is standing in equivalence with root 5, right? But but we know we know that root 5 is an irrational number, is an irrational number. Because see guys, any prime number inside a square root is always a irrational number. So root 5 is irrational number. But when we came solving like this with an assumption that what we are getting is that it is a rational number. But this this statement is wrong, because but we know that root 5 is an irrational number, because any prime number inside a square root is always a irrational number. So therefore then we will say that therefore our earlier earlier assumption this earlier assumption that 2 plus root 5 is rational is wrong, is wrong. Yes, because it is getting contradicted, right? It is getting contradicted. What we are getting until here when we solved, we are getting that root 5 is rational. No, but we know that any prime number inside a square root is irrational number. So there is a contradiction here. So our earlier assumption of 2 plus root 5 is rational is wrong. Therefore, 2 plus root 5 a is an irrational. So like this we prove our this particular question. Like, share, comment and subscribe this YouTube channel, and for online tuition classes visit this website. Thank you very much guys.